Hello everyone, welcome to Fame World Educational Hub. I am Ashwarya Saxena and in this video I am going to talk about 10 advanced Java interview questions with detailed answer and explanation. This is the part 4 of Java interview preparation series and I hope you have already watched the 3 videos which I have updated previously. Let's talk about the important questions which are going to be helpful for your Viva and interview etc. Question number 31. What are weak references in Java? How are they useful? Weak references are references that do not prevent their reference from being garbage collected. Used in caches where objects should be garbage collected when not in active use. Example is as follows. Weak references optimize memory usage and demonstrate knowledge of Java's memory model. Question number 32. What is the purpose of the final keyword in Java? Final keyword can be used in three different ways in Java programming: final variable, final method, and final class. Final variable, its value cannot be changed after initialization. That means it becomes constant. Final method cannot be overridden by subclass, and final class cannot be extended. Example is as follows. This keyword enforces immutability and security in your code. Question number 33. What are daemon threads? How are they different from the user threads? Daemon threads, background threads that provide support service to the user threads. JVM, that is the Java Virtual Machine, terminates them when no user threads are running. User threads are primary threads that keeps JVM running. Example is as follows. Daemon threads are critical for understanding threads lifecycle management. Question number 34. What is the difference among string buffer, and string builder in Java? String is immutable. New objects are created for each modification. String builder is mutable, not thread safe. String buffer is mutable, which is thread safe. Example is as follows. Demonstrates your understanding of performance trade-offs in string manipulation. Question number 35. What is the difference between serializable and externalizable? Serializable, default serialization mechanism. Java handles object state. Externalizable, custom serialization. You define how the object is serialized and deserialized. Example is as follows. Test your knowledge of object persistence and optimization strategies. Question number 36. How does the Java class loader works? A class loader loads Java class into the JVM, that is the Java Virtual Machine. The types include Bootstrap class loader, extension class loader, and application class loader. Bootstrap class loader loads core Java classes. Extension class loader loads classes from ext directories. Application class loader loads classes from the application class path. Understanding class loader help in debugging and managing dynamic class loading. Question number 37. What is the optional class in Java? Why it is used? Introduced in Java 8, optional is used to handle null values gracefully, reducing null pointer exception. Example is as follows. Optional enhances code readability and ensures null safety. Question number 38. What is the difference between checked and unchecked exceptions? Let's talk about checked exceptions. They must be declared in the throws clause or handled with a try catch block. For example, IO exception. Unchecked exceptions, subclasses of runtime exception, not mandatory to handle. Example, null pointer exception. Demonstrates your knowledge of error handling and exception hierarchy. Question number 39. Explain how garbage collection works in Java. Garbage collection in Java automatically reclaims memory occupied by unreachable objects. The key processes are mark and sweep and generational GC. Mark and sweep identifies and removes unreachable objects. Generational GC divides the heap into young, old, and permanent generations for efficiency. Understanding garbage collection ensures efficient memory management and application performance. Question number 40. What are the types of design patterns in Java? Creational patterns, structural patterns, and behavioral patterns. Creational patterns handle object creation, for example, singleton, factory, or builder. Structural patterns organize classes and objects, for example, adapter, decoder, and proxy. Whereas behavioral patterns manage object communication, for example, observer, strategy, and command. Example of singleton is as follows. Design patterns showcase your ability to write reusable and maintainable code. These questions are geared towards advanced concept in Java and demonstrate a comprehensive understanding of its features, architecture, and best practices. I hope you have understood these questions. If you have any query, you are free to drop your queries in the comment section below. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, keep learning.